Good evening, everybody. This is DM Stewart 1981 with a co-op bingo match. This is Team Mobile Suit Gedlav versus Team Nuke Kids on the Block. Mobile Suit Gedlav is, of course, Fizzle and Danny. And Nuke Kids is, of course, Shoom and Luffy. As I said, I am DM Stewart 1981. Alongside me in the booth is Franklin Random Nerd. How we doing tonight, Franklin?
I am doing very well tonight, and I am very excited for this match because I got to commentate on it the previous match, and it was very close and exciting. And I'm really hoping for a game 3 because of how great that first one was.
Say
Now,
that
we
again,
have...
Franklin, because I had the wrong room set up for... Sorry, you gotta repeat
Okay.
that, because I had the wrong room set.
I am Franklin RN, and
Capture.
I am doing very well tonight. This is going to be a very exciting game if it was anything like last night's game, which I also had the honor of commentating for. Today, the fighter has plus 10 hit percent and plus 10 luck, but has minus 20 strength. So it's a bit more like a thief than usual. The thief has resistance PEDTS, so almost a ribbon. Has plus equipped gauntlet and helmet. And the malice is ribbon curse mute. So as long as you don't care about the thief getting muted and not being able to cast spells, you can still put a ribbon on it. The black belt is not a choice, so it's irrelevant, but it did roll some terrible blessings. The red mage has plus temper and plus 20 strength with the downside of minus 150 gold, which isn't a lot, but it can make a difference with the first shopping spree you go through. The white mage has Ela magic and plus 10 magic defense with a malice of no heal 3. And the black mage has Hurt Dragon and plus lock 2 with a malice of minus 10 hit percent that I don't think anyone cares about.
Yeah, if you're swinging with the black mage, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. Please in the chat, let us know if you can hear us. If you can hear us, okay. Because okay, we'll see if I can turn things up a little and so you can hear us a little better. I hope that's better. Is that better?
Okay. They specifically needed you to turn up your mic.
Excellent. Gate should be dropping shortly. This looks like an interesting. Board. Feed Lich Cake, Beat Warmack, which is, as I recall in these flags, patrolling Warmack.
Yes, and she's as cold as ice. They have Talk 10 Bats and Earth Cave. Both of those they also had last time. We have the classic got 99 problems, but attend ain't one.
What is that one?
Well, it's a bit interesting. It's mostly an inconvenience flag, but the idea is that you need to get 99 houses, 99 cabins, and 0 tents at some point in time.
Oh,
and then at that point, you are set for housing for the rest of the seed.
Well, yeah. What about cold as ice?
So if you weren't here last night to see that happening, cold as ice requires you to touch... Oh, and we're off.
We're off.
Cold as ice requires you to touch every ice tile in Ice Cave.
Okay, that's Earth Cave at Corneria Castle. Fade and Cure 4 at level 1. And apparently a katana and a temper sword. Also Fire 2 at level 1.
The early free gear can be very helpful or very unhelpful. This time it looks like it's pretty good.
Yeah, seeing that temper sword, that's a really nice thing. Ooh, we got buy everything at the caravan. Cast every element. That's a tricky one. Tyro, friend, not food. False. False.
Oh, where's that one?
Row 4, column 2. And it is demonstrably
Oh,
false
it is there.
because steak is delicious.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm not the one who has to do that. Because I am very on the Tyro feasts.
Team steak.
And we can see
life.
Luffy is buying lots and lots of cloth, probably just because it's the cheapest item to fill the inventory, which is an important thing for later, but also having that cloth for Tyro friends not food, where you do need to wave your white flag of cloth 8 times.
Danny gonna get a couple of early levels, which I approve. Fizzle gonna check out. Oh, there's a tile. EXP's on the Outer Hall of Giants tile. Volcano at Matoya. What is it with these seeds and putting fiend dungeons super early? Because it seems like every time I'm doing one of these, there's fiend dungeons super early. You know?
It does seem to be occurring a lot. I wonder if it's part of the entrance shuffle.
It also helps
Oh, the
if I actually
slimes
turn the game audio
is
on.
Lord Fizzlebeef has defeated 4 different slimes or 15 total slimes. Which I think is the only specific enemy that you need to kill in this one.
3 different giants or 12 total giants right beneath it.
Oh, yeah.
Now there were some giants though right there. We've got dwarves at Temple of Fiends.
It's nice to find the dwarf cave early because there's so many turn-ins there.
Yes, there are a couple of nice turn-ins there. There's metal slimes. We've seen a fire elemental skill or spell. There is also... That's a ship coming out of Sarda.
Sarda.
Is that presumably Dwarf Cave? Yes, at Dwarf Cave.
Yeah, Dwarf Cave has turned into Sarda Cave. And getting that boat early is pretty big.
And Fizzle, of course, Fizzle, of course, taking the White Mage for Team Mobile Suit Gedlav, because Danny don't take no White Mage.
And Lord Fizzlebeef isn't known to take a White Mage either, but out of the two,
Danny don't take no White Mage, ever.
oh, and our tracker, Catnip Bumblefarts, has pointed out that there is a ribbon in Volcano. That is a nice find.
That's a very nice find. We've also gotten Slab.
Slab is interesting with entrance and town shuffle because there's...
Well,
it's a little bit
it's
tricky to
also
find the correct
it's also
places
Slab
to go.
Shuffle. Or, not Slab Shuffle, Chime Lock Shuffle.
Right. Oh, Rod for sale for like 23,000 in the Crescent Lake store.
In the Crescent Lake store that is at, presumably, Elf? Question mark? Yes.
It is at Elf. And Luffy just wiped to some Sphinxes, I believe.
Yeah, Sphinxes don't play around, especially at early levels. And there's an on-rack at, I believe, from the color of that is probably Provoca? Yes. There's finding some EXPs. Always love to find EXPs, but they sometimes roll beefy.
EXPs have kind of fallen out of favor for me.
Well, they do sometimes roll beefy.
Yeah.
But if you want something that if you can find them easily accessible, they can be a good, especially early game grind.
I think Danny's stream is down. Hopefully that comes back soon.
Yes, hopefully it does.
Shumbobby found a double eye tile.
Ooh.
That's a double or triple eye in the spike tile waterfall. I need to pay attention to what location that is, because that is big. Because there's lots of grinding involved with these.
Yes, especially when you have must promote after level 25.
Yeah. Lord Fizzlebeef just took on the vampire in Earth Cave. I don't think he has the rod to go any deeper, though. Now, Through Fire and Flames is currently being done, which involves stepping on a large number of lava tiles in Volcano. I believe Danny is the one that just did that. Yeah, this floor that Danny is currently on, she just ran around and stepped on every single lava tile. And as someone who's done it before, it is very annoying.
That should have that fixed. Sorry, working on the fly.
And now both teams have talked to 10 Bats in Earth Cave.
Excellent.
Shumbabi is currently doing our docked bingo tile, I think. Oh, never mind. Still just exploring the entrances. For dock times, indeed, you need to step off the ship at 6 different ship docks on the overworld.
Oh, that's fun.
Danny
Good
finds the
crystal.
crystal, which is incentivized for Volcano in a random volcano location.
And that is on Agma floor.
DM Stewart, could you turn down the game audio a little bit and turn up your voice a little bit?
Yeah, or how about I just lean a little closer to the microphone?
You know, that's probably the better option. We have found our Toph.
Well, always nice to find Toph.
Bobby remembers to take out Garland and kill Sarah. Check the boxes to see if there's a loose item or something of use, but reset out to quickly get out of the dungeon when there wasn't, which is a good tactic.
Yes, that is smart. That is smart play.
Luffy finds the herb in the box behind the spike tile, and Lord Fizzlebeef saying hi to the Hooray Dwarf.
Which...
Yet, the herb, I believe, is loose. Earth Cave is not incentivized.
Oh. Ooh, arachnids with cremate. I mean, Danny is in this seed, so.
Lord Fizzleby finds the ship and will now start going off to new isles.
Well, do we have canal?
No, never mind.
Danny walking out of Volcano. Might not be the worst idea.
Yeah, the scaling is pretty high on the bosses, and at high scaling, Carrie becomes basically Kraken.
Carrie becomes a real problem. We got ghosts getting dropped by NUKE kids on the block. They are hanging tough through this seed so far. Who won round one?
Round one went to NUKE kids on the block. And it came down to how quickly Topher could be overcome.
Oh. Well, Topher is the great equalizer.
Okay, Luffy coming up against Lich. Going to try and cake, maybe? Oh no, just trying to take out. Which is a good strategy.
There's some TNT from Shun.
Yeah, we're about to see what the TNT turns into.
That becomes
and it's the bottle. It's a long fetch quest.
Looks like we have ice at Marsh. And that's a Saria tile. That's not a bad place to get some levels.
Yeah, simply taking out a fiend early on, even if your partner has to come back later to do a bingo tile with it, is still a great play because XP scaling is with orbs, and it makes a big difference when you have to grind your whole party to level 25, and probably your whole party to level 32 just to get through Topher.
And NUKE kids do find that canal. And sorry if there are problems on the restream. This is only the second time I've ever done it. But a big shout out to Catnip Bumblefarts for clicking buttons for us.
Hey, Shuman's about to show us what the bottle turn-in is. It's the canoe, so that long
That's a big
quest
find.
chain is very worth it.
That's a big find. So, I will mention this because we've seen it, because we have seen it earlier in this tournament. With random chime lock, what happens if Titan's Tunnel is chime locked? Is it just Titan?
Oh,
is
yeah.
it just one of the two, or is it both?
We found out that it was both of them. And Lord Fizzlebeef is currently doing... She's as cold as ice, touching all the ice. Both of the tiles where you have to touch all the lava or the ice are in this one. Danny has now Was it a discovery of the eye tile or coming back to grind it? I'm not sure.
I think it's coming back to grind it. But it might have been a discovery of it. Meanwhile, Luffy is doing Through the Fire and Flames.
The key is loose inside of Ice Cave. That is a huge find.
Oof. Yeah, it is. See, I think Through the Fire and Flames is harder, is a harder tile than Cold as Ice.
It is. They're spread out more, so you have to touch more enemy
You have to
tiles
touch more
that
not unsafe tiles.
Yeah.
Now Shun headed over to find out what's at Volcano and what's at Ice. Luffy thinking through, making sure he got all of those.
And marks it. It's worth noting that all of the best gear is in
Marked
trapped boxes. Yeah, marked trap boxes.
Luffy gets that crystal. Should be nice when we find Matoya's cave. And Luffy not checking boxes that aren't trapped. There's a lit helm. There's a pro cape. Pro cape plus
Pro
4.
cape plus
but
4.
Luffy passes on it.
Oh, Luffy. Oh, also passes on the katana.
Well, because they got one to start.
Oh, right.
There's a dragon sword plus 3. That's not really a bad. That's not half bad to find.
Okay, Luffy has reset out of Volcano. Look.
I don't dislike that. I don't dislike that play. You You got the
Yeah, if
the
you know
item. You kicked it over.
And you know you
it
can't
over
beat
so that
carry.
it kicks back. Oh no, Ice Cave is at Northwest Castle, not at Marsh. My mistake. Elf Castle is one of the Cardias, and that's where that canal is.
Isn't Shumbobby having a great, grand old time in Ordeals?
Yeah, well, Ordeals is Ordeals. It is.
Oh,
not
the locked
easiest.
dwarves has a ribbon.
Which did?
Dwarves locked.
Oh. Dwarf Armory. I always want to get ribbons.
Yeah, Danny has now purchased the rod, so they can now go back and finish off Earth Cave when their team so chooses.
Speaking of Earth Cave, we have Traitorous Minion, which means you have to use something that you got in Earth Cave during the Lich fight. And Luffy doing cold as ice.
Shumbobby finally finds the way through the maze.
Danny translates that slab.
Something interesting about the co-op script is that the slab translation is shared in the pool.
That just makes things a little nicer.
Yeah.
There's Fire 3.
Opal plus
Temper.
1. Okay, Luffy finds the key in ice. Meanwhile, Shumbobby gets the bridge incentive, and now...
Which will open up Lafane.
Right. Bridge to Lafane is on. And now Shumbobby is going through this trapped box in order to get the Opal bracelet. Danny turns in the herb and gets the TNT. Which I think turned into the canoe, if I remember correctly, which is a very important turn-in.
And there's Elf Castle. That's Opal Armor. Which...
And we are picking that up.
We are gonna pick that up, because that's nice armor.
These airs are going to be a pain to get through, though.
Yeah, without ice magic, they're not going to be easy.
Fade to the rescue.
Fade does work. Fade does some work.
Was Ordeals at Ordeals?
Looks like it was. Sorry. Sorry, we've been having high pollen here recently. We've got Titans East at Earth Cave. So that makes me wonder where the Titan's wormhole goes.
Unfortunately, most of the time, the Titan's wormhole is not important to progression. But in this flag set, the Ruby will still be important to progression no matter what, because Titan's Trove is incentivized. Chumbobby has found Bicky and the pirates. And Danny also has some positive hooray hooray from the dwarf.
The correct way to handle the hooray dwarf.
Bicky has the adamant. The dwarfs are very important to progression this seed.
Yes. Where was
Warp,
that?
Crack, and Cake all on level 2. Hey, that's pretty good. Danny picks up the ribbon from Dwarf
Yes,
Locked.
from Dwarf Armory. Okay, and that was at Lefane.
Luffy has completed the bingo tile to defeat every trap tile in Ice Cave.
That's actually kind of a fun one, because there are 5.
There's a lot.
There's 5 different There's 5 distinct trap tiles in Ice Cave.
Lord Fizzlebeef is going through the process of slaying Lich. Does not have level 2 Cake yet. But their team needs an Orblet to start getting an increased amount of EXP.
Yes.
And new kids on the block have marked dock times indeed as done. I think the Ryukin Desert dock was one of the last ones there.
I think so.
It's the Ruby at the Adamant Turn-In. The dwarf has gotten into creating fine cuts of metal. Ripe and ready for the Titan to eat. Shumbobby finds both the dragon armor and the ribbon in the dwarf armory.
And is probably going to go back and at least get that ribbon. Maybe not the dragon armor.
Oh, Life 1 is level 7 Gaia.
Oof.
Okay, we are about to see what incentivized item is in Titan's Trove.
It's Oxyale. That will open up. The secondary at Provoca, which is on rank.
And it's very interesting.
Danny gets the canoe.
It's very interesting how with Entrance Shuffle, the Oxyale counts as a separate entrance even without Floor Shuffle. But I think it is the right decision because it makes things a bit more interesting.
Vanilla Titans West, it looks like.
Typical.
We do have to fill all 24 spell slots on the character, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of things here that require a lot of money. At least the shopping spree one isn't there, though. Matoya has been found, and she has the floater.
We have a problem. We have a problem
What's the
with
problem?
slab translation being slab translation being shared.
Oh.
Because we are supposed to lupa ourselves.
Oh. For that one, I think you can... I think for that one you can still talk to a Lefanian, go to the slab translate location, and then back to a Lefanian to count it.
That's one that worries me. Fizzle doing ordeals at ordeals.
And the Lefane slab turn-in is the tail. A very important item in this bingo.
If and when we find Bahamut.
Well, it's not an if, it's a requirement to win.
Well, okay, valid, but we still have to find Bahamut, is the point. That was a Corneria Castle.
Also extremely important.
Because it's 2, possibly 3 progression items. Crown and loot.
Yeah. And we'll see what the crown turns into. My guess is that it will be a helpful item. The loot is good to have because it's completely required.
Okay, there's a ruse
It's
stick.
a ruse stick.
Temper axe.
Yes, the ruse stick is basically required depending on how you look at it and whether you're willing to use ruse as a spell. Which I have done in many runs.
And, let's see, buys a house, buys a heal.
Lord Fizzlebeef also finding the Opal Cheerio and deciding to pick it up.
Buys some pures. Buys some softs. That is everything at Caravan.
Sea Shrine has been found.
That's a sea shrine at Cardia Swamp. Looks like Luffy's looking for. That was a marsh cave at Cardia Forest. We've got Mirage at Mirage. Is this even
And this seed
randomized?
is liking that. Oh, we found a Tyro, and we are all waving the cloth. I love how it's Tyro friends, not food, but the sprite is a massive steak.
Well, yeah.
Very
because
nice.
Still steak. Still team steak. Ooh. Fizzle finds a sodium 16 tile. That is a saber bonk from that crown. You'll love to see the saber
Saber bonk is useful. Saber Bonk is one of my favorite items. Nightmare Evilman on the first tile in Astos' closet and
Naga water on the
no
other
grind.
one. Ouch. Ambushing Naga water.
With mute, so you can't even use Ice 3 strats. Danny picks up the
And
adamant from
paralyze.
Biggie.
Mute and
Oh,
paralyze.
that's nasty enough to reset out of. I agree. Oh, those gold Cheerios at Provoca Armor Store are very cheap.
Well, and that sounds like something to get. That sounds like something to get and use.
It appears that Danny hasn't equipped the ribbon yet. Yes, Quadex on the Anklios. Oh, it's Anki Low, not.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Kyle,
I didn't
yeah,
notice
and
that before.
And Kylo's are.
I'm guessing Luffy is doing this as a grind.
Wouldn't think it's a grind. It might be.
I don't think it counts as a type of giant. They're a dragon.
It's not a giant, but.
Or not a dragon, a dinosaur.
Yanakurm together. Row 1, column 3.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Well, Franklin, I will be back in a minute.
Okay. Ankle low because they have no legs, says Mechlin. I mean, hey, I love leg-based namings. Centipede and Millipede being good examples. Okay, Shum is fighting these oozes and finishing up the slimes tile. Oh, okay, Matoya was behind the Oxyale. And Danny picks up the floater. Yeah, that's a very interesting way for the progression to work. I like how the randomizer did that. I guess there is questions. It doesn't say in the tile itself. I thought that the consensus was that you could still go back and talk to a Lefinian, then Dr. Un, and then a Lefinian again, and it would still count as Lupa-ing yourself.
Yes, Gedlav did have a translated slab before they went to, did have an early translated slab. Shum presumably gonna go and feed Lich some cake, perhaps?
There is another tile that has that process. It was... Oh, it was specifically for turning in the slab? Oh, I was thinking of the one for the bottle and the merchant.
Speaking of lupaing yourself, I once lupa'd myself twice in a row in the same race.
Oh no. I think I blue put myself once in a race, but it was an async.
Okay, it looks like Fizzle. It looks like Fizzle talked to someone in Lefane, went and talked to Dr. Une, and is now going back to Lefane.
Yeah, it's less efficient than being able to just Lupa in the first place, but it's the best you can do sometimes.
Yeah.
Danny picks up the crown, but Princess Sarah is not yet there to give the loot. Oh, that's another vanilla thing about this seed. There's so many vanilla things about this seed.
I mean, is this even randomized? Fizzle also taking that superstore.
Yeah, Superstore is especially nice with Town Shuffle.
Yes. Yes.
You do not want to remember where the spells are and where the towns with them are. Danny picks up the Ruse Stick. Yeah, so remember that because this is co-op, the teammates are constantly talking to each other and giving information about where the items are because the items are not shared the same way that key items are. If you find a ribbon, you still have to tell your teammate how to go and get it.
Gear is not shared.
And did Shumbabi just cake Lich?
Possibly.
The traitorous minion. Maybe they plan to cake Lich too.
Possibly. Although that's a very risky, it's a much riskier strat.
Yeah, although sometimes you can even zap Lich too.
Nuke at level 6.
And Nuke is especially important in this because we have random alternate final boss, which means it's very likely that there will be a multitude of low-level enemies that you will want to take out with a couple of nukes.
Which is accurate. Yeah.
Danny now also seeing the awful spike tiles in Northwest Castle.
Yeah. Yeah, those Northwest Castle spike tiles were not fun.
Shumbabi has found our third ribbon in Mirage.
Which, you always want to find ribbons.
Yeah, ribbon's very good. Oh, I just realized, the Thief, even having the malice against ribbons, doesn't even really need them because they already resist almost everything.
Yeah, they already
anyways.
get 5/8 of a ribbon, so... Do we really need a ribbon on the Thief? Ooh, there's an
Luffy
iron
trying
goal.
very hard to get the iron goal. Yeah,
Well,
lots of EXP, probably guarding a nice item, but also very tanky.
but there it is now.
There we go.
5,000 XP, and that's got Luffy pretty close to 25 on all of his characters.
Right here we can see Lord Fizzlebeef trying his best to throw up the cloth instead of fizzling the beef in front of him. Unfortunately, this tasty beef will be getting away today.
about taking steak.
The cube has been found in marsh.
That's a good find.
Very much so. That makes Danny and Lord Fizzlebeef an almost go mode. They'd only need the loot, which, as we know, Princess Sarah has.
There's a paper
Oh,
cut
Vorpal
sword
and an opal shield.
and an opal, and there's a paper cut sword and an opal shield.
And we are opting to take the very shiny construction paper blue sword that is in this chest.
I mean, I guess it's something for that fighter to swing when it becomes a knight.
The X-Cal is especially useful with an alternate final boss, as long as it's not Whacker Garland. A Vorpal +3, come on, this is good.
It's almost usable.
Luffy is taking on Carrie. Fast stick, let's go. And Temper Axe. And Temper... Probably a Falch.
Ooh.
Cure
That
4
carries
comes
hitting
off,
hard.
and then it doesn't even matter. That happened last night too. There's lots of repeats from last night.
But life too. And then Blaze. Yikes. Yowza. Oh, no, that's on some kind of a hammer.
Quad X does not land.
Oh.
That knight did a lot of damage.
That knight did more than 2,500 damage before that carry went out.
With a hammer.
With a hammer in 3 hits.
Let's see. In the remaining tiles, we have check 3, carry 2, 4 chests, which we put off until we dive Topher. We still have promotion and level 25 White Mage. Defeat Lich with Cake, which it seems we may also be waiting for Topher to do.
Yeah.
Defeat Warmech is open for our team that has the cube.
Cast a spell of every element on enemies, which does actually synergize with fill all 24 spell slots.
Very much so. If you decide to
choose
fill up...
do that on the Black Mage.
Yep. Both teams now have the cube. Nuke Kids in go mode. Now, all they need to do is get their orbs and bingo tiles.
And Gedlav, not far off of go mode, just needs to find that wherever
Loot,
Toph
which is
was.
behind Sarah, I think.
Yeah, just needs to find wherever Toph was. There's a Masa +1. Why do I want that why do I want a paper cut sword?
Masamune is very good. And can also be used pre-promotion, which is the most important
Well,
part. It's also the only weapon that can reasonably be used by a mage while still being decent in damage output.
Yeah, that's also true. Well, I mean, Cat Claw and a Black Wizard.
Cat Claw exists for something other than dual wield knives.
Well,
Shumbabi has now promoted.
I mean, if you're in a desperate situation.
Okay, level 18 and 16, so not lighting the tile.
Oh, Luffy's at 23 across the board, so.
Yeah. Okay, Lord Fizzleby finds the steel drum from Sarah.
That puts Mobile Suit Gedlav in go mode. And it looks like Shum has found, okay, that's it, that was at Volcano. And Fizzle picks up that crown. And Danny rolling up to Kraken.
Ooh, Luffy finds Flame plus 3 armor in the most annoying box in Sea Kraken side.
Yeah, that one.
And warps out of it. Well played.
And Danny looking to bracken that Kraken.
Yeah, although I think there is a coral sword involved.
And
Oh,
broken in
doesn't need it.
Does this tournament do fixed RNG?
Yes, it does have set RNG.
And just to note, both teams have done the Grand Tour of Mirage 1. And Danny headed down to Bahamut to promote.
Luffy also bracking in the same way, I believe.
Yeah, slot four, round 2.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the new kids, that's 3 out of 4 orbs.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if they found... Surely they found the eye tile and I just didn't see it happen. Right? It was holding an important item.
I want to say it was at wherever Waterfall was.
Yeah, it wasn't Waterfall location, but inside of Waterfall.
Right.
I just don't remember what the robot had. I'll check if we have it in notes.
And speaking of notes, big shout out to Catnip Bumblefarts for following both teams. That is super duper work. Because this is not easy to track.
Oh, it was the chime.
Oh.
So maybe not actually. Well, no, they have the chime. Never mind. They have it. We don't know if the chime was actually important because we didn't see any chime bonks. Shimbabi picks up Nuke and Lock. Both useful.
With tents being just over 2K, getting 99, or sorry, tents, houses being just over 2K, that is definitely going to make that 99 problems tile challenge. There's Luffy getting
Indeed.
99 cabins, there's 99 cabins.
And after you use the eye grind, you won't need to worry about money.
That's true. That's true. You do an eye grind, your money problems are solved. Fizzle looking through what he needs to finish off 24 spell slots.
Neither team has defeated enough giants yet. Or dived Sky Palace to defeat Warmech.
Although Danny looks like she may be on her way for that.
Oh, step on every pillar in Ordeals. I didn't notice that objective.
I didn't either.
That explains why Ordeals took so long.
I mean, Danny is headed up for Sky. Oh, that's a 4 gas D tile, I think, in the Hall of Dragons.
Yeah, which, using set RNG, if you find an efficient way to deal with them, it's more efficient than an eye
It is the
grind.
most efficient grind that you can get.
I think I also saw the use of a Lightning 1 stick, which is actually useful because of improved level 1 magic.
And that is promote after level 25 for Fizzle. And Danny finds a war chicken. Aw.
Yeah, here we go.
Ooh, that war chicken hits hard. So what are you looking for? What are you looking for alt final boss?
We had the Fun Dead already. I think it would be cool if we got double dragons or double krakens and we see some bracks.
I could see double dragons. I'm a big fan of Fun Dead. I'm also a big fan of Warmech and Friends.
Although, with how difficult the Fun Dead was last night, I would be okay with a Whack-A-Garland that makes crit an important part of the fight, so that the Vorpal can see some use and our runners can have a less difficult final boss.
I will say I am never in favor of something that makes that would end up with the Vorpal being used. But that's
Shoombobby quickly leveling up with the eyes. Danny pulling up to Tiamat in full man mode with just the knight. Okay, one more ruse. Down to half health. But we have... Oh, no charges of Cure 4, though. We have to use our healed potion. Thankfully, Tiamat is not using damage spells and is only missing. Oh, we misclicked the fast.
Fast on the wrong person. There, that's better. And some saber.
And the Masa strikes for 1700 damage. And again for only 600. And Tiamat's still standing after another 1000 damage. And with a final strike, the knight, aptly named Fizz, strikes Tiamat down. Luffy finds a stray eye in sky. Nice. Okay, we've seen a lot of snake pits, but no double dragons yet in the co-op tournament. Interesting. Okay, both teams are now at 3 orbs. Luffy trying to get that 4th orb in.
Also looking for that Warmac. Or did Luffy already... No, Luffy did not already beat that Warmac.
Shoombobby can come and beat Warmech afterwards since he's so leveled up.
That's valid.
Another option is even to defeat Tiamat now, then instead of exiting out, to go walk backwards so that you get the extra
Yes,
EXP
you get the extra
from
XP.
Warmech. Oh, and this way you get the orb either way, so even if you wipe to Warmech, the orb is still,
The orb is still
in the
red.
co-op script. Hey, I like this play more the more I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, using that co-op script to help you.
I never...
And
Never
that's
mind.
what
Okay.
and that's what
Yeah,
Luffy's
that's-
doing.
Lord Fizzlebeef still grinding on the dragons in the Hall of Dragons, which has been the most common grind so far.
Yes. That
It's
is
not every day that the B-side eyes show up.
that is a good grind. That is a good grind to see, is that one. But I also agree with Shoom doing that third eye grind.
Hits party-wide level 30 and warps out. Luffy takes on the Warmech.
A gawk. Still need to get the giants. Still need to get Lich with cake.
And still need to get lots of houses.
Yeah,
lots of
and still need to get
expensive
all the houses.
houses.
That may be the other thing that Fizzle's doing on this grind, is getting money for housing.
Shum appears to be looking for a marked box. Maybe trying to find a good item in C, but not remembering where it was.
Oh, two Ghastly encounters in a row.
I see. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And Danny lights the fourth orb. Both, and
all
Luffy
items
takes
cleared.
out a war chicken. And Danny's gonna go grind on some eyes. Good lord, that was just shy of 13,000 XP each for Fizzle.
Shumbabi was looking for the Masamune, that's what it was.
Ah.
Danny has joined the eye grind. Lord Fizzlebeef racks Tiamat in the Hall of Dragons. Sets RNG on his side.
Mobile Suit Gedlav has in fact filled all 24 spell slots.
Shum is leaving the eye grind behind to go and do other things, possibly to seek out giants. Oh wait, no, he's coming back. Never mind.
Fizzle leaving the Hall of Dragons grind.
Coming to Gaia to probably buy houses? Yeah, there we go. And a couple of cabins. Yeah, it shows us the inventory and marks the tile.
Because Lord Fizzlebeef's got 99 problems, but a tent ain't one.
Okay, Luffy is getting the last couple of giants needed. There it is, marks the tile.
Fizzle may be looking for those giants now.
And this is another really close race.
It is.
Yeah, if you like how close this race is, I highly recommend that you go and watch last night's race. Because it was similar to this, although the randomization did cause things to be a bit different. The tiles were very different, but the pace set by our runners was very similar.
And yes, Fizzle is definitely going after giants now.
Oh yeah. Peninsula of Power Giants. There they are.
They're second and third off the hard reset. If I was counting encounters correctly. find some purple worms. And Luffy...
Shumbabi enters Topher.
Yeah, Luffy headed to
Oh,
Lich 1.
Luffy was already in.
And Shum also on his way down. There's that purple
Yeah, time
worm.
to defeat Lich with cake. Oh, and they go through with the same party set order. Which means they're both trying cake from the same slot.
Round 1, slot 4.
Oh, it works.
Luffy has defeated Lich 2 with cake.
Now, as a reminder, the runners can see the bingo board with the same information that we can, which means they see which tiles their opponents have done. This means that Danny and Lord Fizzlebeef know that Luffy and Shumbabi are dieting Topher now.
No, at least one of them is.
Right.
But Fizzle also into Topher.
And they're gonna get the same turn 1 cake.
Yep, they're gonna get that same turn 1 slot 4 cake. Danny will.
And same Gur Medusas right before the tile as well.
And
Luffy went and checked the boxes. Danny is now doing that.
Yep. And it's a Sun Sword. That's usually worth something, but not so much when you've got what we've got here. That'll be all 3 carry 2 floor checks for Danny. Which means that as soon as you get there, you can pull and defeat the final boss.
This is a very close race. Very exciting.
Shum
And
Luffy,
everyone on the floor now.
everyone is on water floor except for Danny.
Oh, those
Going
are
for that
boxed
sun sword.
monsters, not on the floor. I see. Shumbabi, the first one to break through Kraken and come up against Tiamat. Luffy finishes off Kraken with a quad X. Lord Fizzlebeef attempts to bracken the Kraken. It does not work. Kraken responded by attempting to slow 2, also did not land. Kraken casts Bane, does nothing. So 3 ribbons putting in work.
8 for a
Shumbabi
1,000.
casts Wall. Whoa. All 4 runners on a level 2 Fiend.
Erased. Fizzle gets that quad X to land. This is super, super close.
This is even closer than last time. Whoa.
We've got 3 runners on Kraken 2, or Tiamat 2 right now.
Yeah. The only big question remaining other than who is going to pull through, is what is the alternate final boss.
Yeah. I'm hoping for Warmech and Friends.
That Warmech, well, it wasn't super terrible, but it was hitting pretty hard.
And that's why I'm looking for Warmech and Friends. Because it was hitting like a truck.
The War Chicken probably just rocket boosters its multi-ton self into you and literally hits you like a truck.
Meanwhile, Danny is pulling Kraken too. Fizzle.
And Shoom Bobby coming into
It
fight.
is
It's
Warmech
Warmech
and
and Friends! You willed it! Here we go.
Well, because those evil men are not nice most of the time, but they look like they
Turn one nuke wipes out half of the evil men. The thief is taken out. Fade does clean up. We're down to just the Warmechs.
Yeah, those Warmechs also are pretty beefy as far as defense. We've got 3.
Yeah, and those Warmechs are making the right choice regarding just hitting over and over instead of casting spells. Lord Fizzlebeef isn't doing too well either. Both of the black mages have fallen without getting enough nukes out to take out the evil men. Yes,
And
very spicy.
Shoom has to wipe.
Luffy and also fighting the boss, but getting very clobbered by
Everything.
the boss. Gets more ruses off. Yeah, getting clobbered by everything. Although the evil men
Fizzle
are not
also
able
getting
to
clobbered
strike
by
a hit.
everything.
Fizzle's still surviving though.
Yeah, Fizzle's surviving.
Oh, now we're down to just the mages.
Yeah.
New comes out, finishes up the last of the evil men. Warmech, it spares them with an Ice 2 and a Lit 2. Cure 4 comes out way too late. Throwing out more nukes, rezzing our knight just to lose more than half the HP right away. And our black mage falls. Here. Cure for the white mage because the white mage is what is keeping the party alive. Here we go. Yeah, Mechlin. Fizzle has a white mage, which is atypical, but a white mage is required by a bingo tile, and we know that Danny is not going to take the white mage.
And one more mech down from Luffy. That Cure 4 got off in time, and one more mech down for Fizzle.
At Luffy in full man mode, Lord Fizzlebeef in a pretty great position. Man, that white mage has been putting in the work.
Oh, well, yeah. That white mage is needed to put in the work. Meanwhile,
Warmech is
Candy
continuing
now on
to-
Chaos Floor.
Oh yeah. Luffy's knight gets hit by Warmech after multiple rounds of being missed. Cast Cure for it, gets all 700 HP back. Full man mode through.
And get a G out in chat for Nuke Kids on the Block. That's Luffy. That's Luffy completed.
And I think,
Get a
yes,
G
Lord
out in
Fizzlebeef with
chat for
1,000
Mobile
damage
Suit
hit.
Gedlav, as Fizzle takes out the Warmech.
Is this the epic finale? Bobby makes it past Kraken onto Tiamat. Danny rezzing her party, resisting the evil men.
And
We
throwing
get our
some
nuke out,
nuke.
hopefully. And the nuke takes out an evil man, and a second one,
3.
and a third one.
Takes out 3 evil men.
A 1,200 damage coming out from Fizz with the Masa. Not enough to take the war mech out.
You mean from Danny?
Yeah, from Danny.
And that's...
Did I say Fizz?
Yeah, you said it. You did.
Fizz is the name of
Oh.
Danny's knight.
Valid. Valid, I missed that.
Shumbabi makes it past
And there's
Tiamat
those
and
evil
is
men
entering
down.
the final boss fight.
This
Danny
is gonna
has
be...
the opportunity to tie
this
up.
is pretty close.
Are we going to get a round 3?
And yes,
We are! GG!
GG, get the GGs out for Mobile Suit Gedlav.
Ooh, this matchup brings out the best races.
It does. It truly does.
Shumbabi now also almost done taking out Mormek and friends. You had simultaneous final boss kills for the first G and simultaneous battles for the second one.
Wow, this was a great race.
It has
And
been
it's
an
not
honor
over
to
yet.
be commentary for both of them.
What was that?
It's been an honor commentating for both of them. I need to try and make it to the third one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Welcome, Lord Fizzlebeef and Danny to the booth.
Hello.
GG.
Thank you.
Wow. That was super, that is super close.
That was super stressful.
One Wormek down for Shumbabi, and the next one begins taking a hit.
606. 1,005.
And 1,000.
Get
Get your GGs
other
out in
G
chat.
For Nuke Kids on the Block. Wow, that was a great race.
GG.
Oh, GG, that was close.
Welcome, Luffy, to the booth.
Oh, GG's, guys.
GG, that was close.
Yeah,
It's stressful. I don't like it. Did y'all not be so good?
I see that. I was looking. I thought for a second there that we were on the left again. I'm like, oh man, I finished 2 minutes behind Fizzle, and then realized, oh no, I was 14 seconds ahead of Fizzle. Like this was that close. Damn.
Yeah.
Shum isn't feeling good. I don't think he's gonna pop in here. He feels a little bad. So I'll be in here being the guy for us.
GG, Shum. Don't
Yeah,
feel bad.
And he misplayed there, and he feels like it's his fault. I'm like, dude, it's a game, dude. It's all right. I love you anyway. We get a game 3 now, though, so you know it is what it is.
I wholeheartedly understand. because I'm usually the person on the team that does the bad that costs us time. So I sympathize and I send you a big giant hug.
I'm sure he hears you.
This
But no,
this was truly a great race.
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, you can see it. Like, we're both very, very even. Like, we're lighting tiles at the same time. Like, I don't know. It's a family affair. What can I say?
Most epic Topher battles.
I mean, Fiend refights and Warmack and friends all going at the same time.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
That's a lot.
That's what happens when people who are good are doing this race instead of like me.
It's like correction. That's what happens when someone plays with someone who's good in this game.
Bam, you finished. We won. You finished. You get to be good.
You did the thing. GG's. Take credit where credit's due.
I've never been so happy to have thoughts about Ruse on a red mage before in my life. Because I knew the Warmechs did a whole lot of melee and nothing else because I did Warmech and Sky. I was real brave and I went rolling in there at 20. It's like, I got a Maza and I got Temper and Fast and a Roosted. We can make this work. That I only got through with that fighter, but it jump started my grind, so there you go. But yeah, it very much was just don't let them beat down your party before you can beat down theirs for that last fight. Although I was having some real bad PTSD from last night. Well, please don't crit through Maximate. Please don't crit through Maximate. Please.
He did. He got me tonight. He got me tonight.
I got one through, but it wasn't for a lot. Like last night I was informed that I took over 900 damage through Max Evade. Tonight I got some, but it wasn't much. I think it was like 100 something. Like that I could eat easily, but that's spooky and I didn't like it.
I think I had like 450, somewhere over 400. Like I felt safe enough where like if a nuke came out, like it was fine, and it seemed like they were all melee. And then all of a sudden, I'm down on one knee with 99 HP. I'm like, oh, I have one shot of Cure 4 left. I'm like, please.
Yeah, yeah, that was some clench moment there.
I forgot to buy Cure 4 in my
Kraken.
night on my way in.
That was my Kraken fight. That was my Kraken 1 fight. Immediately hit the fighter, knocked it down to like 14 HP, and I went, oh no. And I didn't have Cure 4 yet. So I was just like, Cure 2, sure, that'll work. That'll keep him upright long enough, I hope.
Well, but fortunately, slot 4 round 1 Brack worked.
Yep, sure did. And it was turn 2, I think, against Tia that it also worked.
I eventually bracked. I'm pretty sure. I think maybe that's how I got it down, but I don't remember. Because I know
BO1
the
had a
brack
turn 1
changed.
Brack, I know that.
Yeah, it was slot 4.
Yeah.
I don't know when it went down, but at some point it worked.
You guys and your red mages and your 2 Brack casters.
Well, there was a lot in that. Actually, no, I had a Brack caster just on my black mage because I wanted Ruse on that red mage, and I'm real glad I did because that's probably what got me through that last fight.
Castable Ruse is so good to have on your red mage and your knight.
It
It
really
is so clutch.
So I felt a little bad leaving Brack behind, but like, real glad I did now.
And
So
both teams went for cake of Lich 2 instead of Lich 1.
I mean, there was no reason to hold off on that bottom of Earth, because like it's a great place to get doll parts. We have to get Traitorous Minion done, and I had no idea where Quake was, so I'm just like, let me just do this now, because you got about the same chance of quaking Lich 2 as you do Lich 1, so I was just like, we'll just do it later.
Like that, and it gets you an Orblit, so you're getting levels faster. And you see Rod that early, and you still have loose. Everything in my brain just screams, "Don't leave Earth undone." And if you're gonna full clear, you just do Lich, and then hope that Quake works on Lich too. Which I had 3 Quake casters, so it was just Quake, wait, Quake, and Quake. eventually we got there pretty quick. I think it was turn 1, slot 4 after it got down to slot 4. So
I think so. Yeah, I think it was turn 1. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
either slot 1 or slot 4 because the ninja and the black mage both threw cake out.
mhm.
Between Traitorous Minion and Doll Parts, it is the right play, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably so.
I had to do doll parts.
Worked out very well with how early that cake was on Lich 2.
Mhm. And it's nice when you have a tile like that, when you have the spell in one of the earlier slots, because then you just have a ton of it that you can just spam
Right.
until it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful when you get a tile and it's like you have to confuse carry, and then like confuse is level 8, and you're just like, please just work. And then next thing you know, you're doing like 10 volcano dives just trying to light a tile.
Yeah. At least it's
Yeah, no
only
kidding.
50-ish seconds back down there.
Hmm.
You also had a couple of different, very good grinds. What do you think about those?
I was real happy when I saw those eyes early.
Yeah, I think Shoom took the eyes. I took my levels as I went.
I took dragons because I needed to buy 99 very expensive houses.
We had all our orbs lit, and I was at 28 on my night thanks to that Wormack fight, and 21 on all my mages.
Mm.
And I knew where the eye was, and I didn't remember where anything else was. And I'm just like, that's gonna be the quick. Like walking through waterfall sucks, but I knew because it's on a tile, it's on a you're not gonna get an encounter in between, whatever. It was
Yeah.
just the quickest, and I got my mages up to 30 really fast, and my night was like 36, 37, 38, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I saw like I knew that they were, if not slightly ahead of us, right on our tail. Like we were too close, and I was like, it feels bad going in there with my mages is slow, but I don't have time to waste. And so it's like, all right, I'm going. I was like, the mages are 30. I'm going. And then we both had forgotten about pro rings, and I'm going to the Tope, and he's like, do we need talking about pro rings? Like, in case we run into something. And he says something. I was like, I'm not going after him. And I just walk into Tope. It's like, well, if you're not, I'm not either. And followed right behind me. So
I think when we saw you light Quake Lich 2, it's just like, nope, ain't got time for pro rings, gotta go.
Yep.
yeah, I
think
was
that
already
a
on
good
my way
thought, yeah.
in when I saw that. And then I told you I wasn't. And you were like, well, if you're not, I'm not.
I didn't go back for him either. I think I found one in a box in the sky, and I'm like, all right, 1 pro ring for the white mage, good enough. Let's go.
Well,
did
shout
panic a
outs to
little.
Rub tagging my knight from Stupid Kraken 2 because I didn't have a pro ring.
Oh.
Oh. I the one chest that actually, the one thing I think it spooked me almost more than anything else in Taupe was that box on the carry 2 floor within that the Naga water top, the box, because I don't remember what it was that I saw on that. It was in C
Sun
that made me,
sword.
and I saw that, and I was just like, no.
It was a sun sword in that.
Oh, I knew
box
what
on
was in
carry
it. It was
two.
something in the fight itself. There was something the waters or the Naga or something did to
Mutes.
me in C.
The water was doing mute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
and
probably it. I don't know if that's anything else. It's like, great, now we just have to beat him down because we can't really cast much of anything else, and I don't want to cast a bunch of Fade because that's my Cure 4, so felt not great. But and I couldn't remember if you had to take the fight to open the box. And I was like, well, I guess we're doing it anyway just to make sure I did this right.
I think I did the same thing.
I don't think
wasn't
you have
sure.
to take the fight.
Better safe than sorry.
Right.
Got a sun sword that just sat in my inventory. It was fine.
Looked pretty sitting there, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Iron Hammer +5, my weapon for like 70% of the seed.
High five! I did Lich
Yeah.
and carry with one.
The Iron Hammer +5 that was doing what 1,000 damage at one point on carry.
Sounds right.
There was so much temper. So much temper. And that fast axe I had was real nice too.
Yeah.
So
2 temper shirts and the fast axe, like it was pretty good.
it was very good. Did you happen to find, just because I'm curious, I know Vorpal was the other loose, but we never found it, did you?
I don't think so. I'd have to check our tracker. I don't
Someone
think so.
picked
though.
up the paper cut sword.
because we
Zoom
needed
found
a
the
sword
Vorpal.
real bad. We needed a sword real bad.
Yeah.
And I went into Sky, and he needed to go talk to Sarah, and I was checking boxes for loose, but also a sword. And as soon as I found the Maz, I was like, all right, I'm not checking any more marked boxes. And then right after that, it was a loot, and I didn't touch another box after that, which felt real nice to completely not do anything else for Kraken, completely go mode Sky. When you don't have to do anything in Sky but just run to like the third floor, it's real nice because man, that dungeon takes forever.
Sure does.
Yeah, it does. It takes a long time if you have to loot everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with our tracker. I believe that Vorpal was in Mirage 1.
I think it was
Okay.
somewhere in there. I didn't
Oh,
grab
that might
it.
have been one of the boxes I faded because I went in there without magic like an idiot.
Same.
Well, I mean, when you were there early, you didn't really have a lot of magic to begin with, so I was rocking Fade and Fire too and nothing else forever.
Yeah, but I was out of fade, so like it was especially out.
Even worse.
Well, let's start wrapping up. Fizzle or Luffy first on the stream. First on the stream. Let's some final thoughts.
Well, I mean, clearly you could see this is a great series. We knew it would be tough. We're lockstep. I expect the same thing to happen in Game 3. That's two of my best friends in this community. It feels, bittersweet and fun at the same time. I'm having a good time doing it. My spirits are higher than I thought I'd be after losing because, at least you're losing to friends. So that's okay. But looking forward to Game 3, and hopefully we have better results. Even though love you guys, but I still want to win.
Fizzle.
I got enough menthol for Game 3. Let's go.
Danny.
Oh, I've heard them in sponsored by Halls. Same sentiment as Luffy. I hate to see him lose, but I kind of really want to beat him on Sunday. So it's mixed emotions. But no, GG to Luffy and Shu. We knew going into this week that if we were going to make it to the finals, it was not going to be easy, and it hasn't been. So GG to them. After losing last night, we just wanted Game 3. Like, would it be great to get the finals? Yeah, but we wanted Game 3. We wanted to get the one and at least get to Game 3. So I'm happy we got Game 3 on Sunday. We'll see how it plays out. And yeah, I think that's it. Other than, thanks to everyone who did crew tonight. Thanks for folks who were watching. These are always fun to watch back because chat's always amazing and hilarious and funny, and had a real good time watching the stream back last night. So we'll probably watch this one back and have a good time watching it back, and we'll see everyone on Sunday for Game 3. 8:30. I think it's at 8:30. That sounds correct. PM.
That sounds
Not
right.
AM, like the other crazy people in the semifinals who are racing at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Bananas.
Craziness is what it is.
And
yeah, looking forward to Sunday.
Once again, I'm really happy that I got to be on race crew for both of these games. I will see if I can make it onto race crew for the last one because it's going to be the most epic finale ever if it was anything like the first two games. I also want to give a big thank you to DM Stewart for restreaming, making all this possible, and to Catnip Bumblefarts for excellent tracking of lots of things going on, yeah. Got a great crew here today.
I will second that on Catnip, and also for you, Franklin. You've done a great job on commentary. Race 3 coming up on Sunday. That's going to be a big one. On behalf of both of our teams, Nuke Kids on the Block and Mobile Suit Gedlav, our crew, Catnip Bumblefarts, Franklin Random Nerd. I have been DM Stewart 1981. Good night, everybody.